Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're here, it probably means you're on an incredible journey. The journey to becoming a U.S. citizen. I know you're studying hard for your N400 interview and the Civics Test. You've got the 100 questions correctly answered, and you've filled out your N400 application carefully. But what if I told you there are some other citizenship questions, personal questions that are not on the official list, but can still feel really hard, questions that can make you feel nervous or even confused because the immigration officer asks about things that cannot be answered with a simple yes or no response? Well, guess what? You are not alone in feeling that way. Many people worry about these exact things. And today, we're going to make those worries disappear. In this video, I'm going to share some of these hidden hard questions, the ones that immigration officers sometimes ask to really understand you. And the best part? I'm going to give you easy to understand sample answers and explain why those answers work, so you can walk into your naturalization interview feeling super confident and ready for anything. We want you to be totally prepared because passing this interview is so important for your future. Don't let these unexpected questions surprise you. Stick with me until the end, because knowing how to handle these moments could make all the difference in your naturalization journey. Okay, so let's talk about these hard questions. They aren't trying to trick you. They're usually trying to understand your good moral character and your commitment to the United States. Remember, honesty is always the best policy, even when the question feels a little tricky. Problem 1. Good moral character and past mistakes. One of the biggest parts of your naturalization interview is showing good moral character. This can be tricky if you've ever had any unpleasant or conflict-filled encounter with law enforcement or legal authorities, even if it was a long time ago or something small like a traffic ticket. The N400 asks, have you ever committed, been arrested for, or convicted of any crime or offense for which you were not arrested? This sounds confusing, right? It's asking if you did something wrong, but weren't caught. But it also asks about things you were arrested for. Sample hard question from the officer. Have you ever committed, been arrested for, or convicted of any crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Sample applicant. Answer: yes, I received a speeding ticket in 2024. I paid the fine and the case was closed. I have the court documents and receipts with me. Explanation: the USCIS officer wants to see your honesty. Even small things like a speeding ticket should be mentioned. Don't hide anything. Tell the USCIS officer what happened, that you took responsibility, and bring any paperwork you have. This shows you are honest and responsible. Shoplifting that was not the immigrant applicant's fault. Now, this is a very sensitive situation. What if you were arrested for something you truly did not do? Maybe you were with a friend who stole something, and you were arrested with them. This is where honesty and a good explanation are so important. Sample hard question from the officer. The police report says you were arrested for shoplifting. Can you explain what happened? Sample applicant. Answer: yes, I can. I was at the store with a friend. We were just looking around, and I did not take anything. My friend took a few things and left without paying. The security guard saw us leave together and stopped us both. The police came and arrested both of us. The The charges against me were dropped because I didn't steal anything. I have the court documents showing the case was dismissed and the charges were dropped. Explanation. This is a hard question because it can feel unfair, but your goal is to be honest and clear. Explain the situation exactly as it happened. You need to show that you didn't commit a crime and that the court agreed with you. It is important to have the official court documents that show the charges were dismissed or that you were found not guilty. This paperwork is your proof and will build the USCIS officers' trust in your story. Problem 2. Selective Service. This next one is only for male applicants between 18 and 26 years old. You need to register for the Selective Service. If you didn't, it can be a problem. Sample hard question from the officer. Since you are a male, did you register with the Selective Service? If not, why? Sample applicant. Answer. I did not register because I was not aware of the requirement at the time. I was 28 when I learned about it, and it was too late for me to register. I can provide documentation showing that I was not eligible to register due to my age. Explanation. Be truthful. If you didn't know, say so. If you were too old when you found out, explain that. The important thing is to show you understand the rule now and that you weren't trying to avoid it. If you have any proof of your age or when you arrived in the United States, bring it. Are these questions making more sense now? Give this video a thumbs up if you're feeling more prepared. Your support helps us make more videos like this. Problem 3. Allegiance to the United States. Bearing arms. This is a big one. When you become a citizen, you take an oath of allegiance. The immigration officer might ask about your commitment. Sample hard question from the officer. If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? Sample applicant. Answer. Yes, I am willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States if the law requires it. Explanation. This means you are willing to serve in the military if the country needs you. For most immigrant applicants, the answer is yes. If you have a strong religious belief or moral objection to fighting, you can explain that. But you must be ready to explain it clearly and sincerely. This is about your loyalty to the United States. Problem 4. Understanding your promises. Work of national importance. The oath of allegiance also asks you to perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law. The officer might want to know if you really understand this. Sample hard question. Do you understand the promise you are making? What does perform work of national importance mean to you? Sample. Answer. Yes, I understand the promise. It means that if the country is in a time of crisis or war, and I am called upon to do so, I am willing to serve the nation in a non-military way, like volunteering at a hospital, helping with disaster relief, or assisting the Red Cross. Explanation. They want to see that you understand the seriousness of your promise. It's not just about fighting. It's about helping the country in any way you can, even if it's not military service. Your answer shows you've thought about it and are truly committed. So there you have it. Some of those hard questions that aren't on the official lists, but are super important to be ready for. Remember, the key is always to be honest, calm, and clear in your answers. Practice these. Understand the why behind them, and you'll do great. You've come so far on this journey, and I truly believe in you. Keep studying, keep practicing, and go into that American citizenship, naturalization interview with your head held high. You've got this. If this video helped you feel more confident, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with anyone else who's on this path. And don't forget to subscribe for more helpful tips and support. Leave a comment below if you have any other questions. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching.